Okay. All right. We are here. What is good, everybody? I am Maddie with the Terrible People Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. 50, 50, 50. All I have to say is I plead the fifth. F-I-F, fifth. Oh my God. I mean, let's go ahead and I think most of you have already seen the trailer, but let's just go ahead and review and briefly chop it up, you know.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing. Puffy, Puff Daddy, Diddy, Sean Combs.
Yeah. Take that.
All of these reincarnations, all those name changes are attached to really bad deeds.
Everything in life, you might have people that are bad and people that are good. You have to choose your side.
I mean, here's the thing. All right. Already. What is it that people thought they were going to really gain out of this? You know what I mean? Like, seriously, what did you think you were going to learn? I mean, I see a lot of people are kind of upset that he had Biggie's family pay for his funeral. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, right? If something happens to you at work, your job isn't paying for your funeral most of the time, correct? I mean, this is the problem with these emotion-based documentaries, because most people aren't able to discern where you should draw the line, because there is no objectivity here. This is just boom. It's a pile-on. Let's do all this. Like, Diddy is an asshole. Diddy is the devil. We're not disputing that. What we are disputing is, how come y'all are so easily finessed? That's why you're supposed to have life insurance, right? I'm quite sure Death Row didn't pay for Tupac's funeral, right? Like, most things don't work like that. Do you think whoever was, PNB Rock, who's the other dude who got shot sometime last year with 1 foot like Kunta Kinte? Julio Fulio? Y'all think that these people who support that, they just paid for their funeral? No, that it doesn't work like that. But when you don't know enough and you're just angry, and this is where this whole thing comes into play. City Boys have lost. We lost 1,000 points. For everything that we gained, we just lost. And it's only because, and I love 50. I do. I love 50. But this shit is extremely petty. It's extremely corny. And here's why, right? Guys, when they choose the streets, you understand what comes with it, right? I've never been in the streets, but we still understand what comes with it. You made a choice. Ain't no snitching, allegedly. All right. And you're probably going to die, or you're going to go to jail. That's it. That's how it works. That girl that's with you, that bitch is only there because you got money, right? That hoe don't love you. Ain't no loving none of this shit, right? She's just there. Your homies, most of them, as soon as something happens to you, they're going to end up fucking your chick. Those are facts. Facts. And here we have this. See, accountability is only a man's sport. There is no accountability for women. There is no accountability in the black community, period, because you can always go blame the white man, blame slavery, blame institutionalized and endemic racism. There's all these things that you can continue to blame. And meanwhile, you niggas have made choices. Like, come on, dog. Fame is not a part of life. You did not have to sell your butthole and dignity to Diddy. But some of you people did. I mean, come on, fam. Like, what are we talking about here? And this is the same group of people who will openly advocate. Make this make sense, right? The same group of people who will openly advocate for a young child to make a decision. Like, we empower children now to, I want to be trans. I don't want to be Kevin anymore. I want to be Keisha. Oh, wow. You'll start dressing little boys as girls and vice versa. You start putting them on these hormones and shit. And guess what? The report card is out. That's why 10 years later, a lot of these people who are transitioning, you don't want to hear those stories. The media will never put those stories out there. Why? Because it goes counter to their narrative that they're trying to push. You'll empower kids to make choices, but yet Cassie was still a young girl. That's why when I saw that interview that 50 did with I saw that interview that he did on Good Morning America, and all I could do is just laugh. Because you want to know what? Remember that movie Southpaw? 50 was neither good nor bad in that movie, but he was a shark. He made sure he stayed good no matter what, even though Jake Gyllenhaal's character was dead ass broke. He ain't had shit. He lost his wife. That's really who he is in real life. He's going to take care of you. But if you step outside the line with that nigga, whoo-wee. And like I said, there's a lot of me that does agree. But this right here, I don't see the benefit, because all this does is it holds men accountable for absolutely everything. Absolutely everything. This is why you're going to have former porn stars, strippers, OF models, years later, come back, go through their little subscriber list, and they're going to be able to hold all you Negroes accountable. I'm dead serious. And it's because of shit like this. It's definitely because of things like this. And 50 is at the forefront right now. That's unacceptable to me. See, that is not equality. That's not anything. People so caught up in the bullshit. Diddy is, like we said, he is the devil. We don't even have to discuss it. He is exactly what he has always been. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and look at this cringe-worthy video.
Yeah, we want to thank you. Come in. Don't sit on the bed at night. No homo. No, just don't get close to the bed. Don't get close, but it's just like, we want to thank you for hosting the thing, man. It's been a pleasure. You didn't have to do it, and you did it. No. I definitely didn't have to do it. I definitely didn't have to. First and foremost, I'm not getting in the bed. Shout out to him and what he did. I'm just gonna, if we can, let's just put the camera a little this way, just so we're not. I don't want my shot to even, I don't want it to come close to the bed. at all. I should look like he fresh off a goddamn plane. I should. Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause, but like, check this out. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the...
Terrible.
Over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
hey man, he used to get up early so he get them cornflakes, so he had to get oiled up and wrestle. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Like, this shit right here, this shit is wild. It's just, I will say, I am kind of disappointed in everybody just because, I mean, how did you not see this coming? Right? And that's why the Terrible People podcast exists, because we see what the play is. This is a very, very easy read. This is like Cat in the Hat, right? It's a very entry level book. It gets you just used to reading and turning the pages and things like that. It's not that difficult, but you know, hey, who am I at this point, right? But this is why I exist. You know, you got to point out the hypocrisy. You got to point out the ignorance and stupidity. But this is exactly why, I mean, things are the way they are, right? It's still another case of rules for thee and not for me. Again, accountability only seems to go one way. And again, this is, for those of you who are Game of Thrones fans, this is no different than the Prince of Dorne. You guys remember that episode? This man was getting ready to exact his revenge for a murdered sister, right? These people, you know, violated his land. And what happened? He got too cocky, too confident. And at the end of the episode, he ends up getting, you know, absolutely destroyed, obliterated. He's screaming, brains smashed everywhere. And then there is no music at the end of the episode, right? That's how Game of Thrones gets you when all hope is lost. So for right now, ladies and gentlemen, until the next one, I don't think all hope is lost, but this is definitely not a good look. But like I said, in the meantime, in between time, look, everybody have a safe and enjoyable weekend, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.